Hello, everyone. I want to talk about something today called intuition, right? Something that we're all born with, and it's kind of like our spidey sense. It warns us when we're possibly in trouble. And the thing is, when you meet a narcissist, your body will respond in a certain way to warn you, okay? It's not even just the red flags where they say certain things like, oh, that's a little bit extreme, that's a little bit odd. It's like there's other factors that once that narcissist goes beyond the rational mind, the body starts to kick in and warn you also. So that's a big deal, because this is your alarm system warning you that, oh my God, this person's dangerous. But then you start to deny those feelings and you let it go further. And then once it gets to a certain point, some people don't realize that your body was warning you. So you could think of it like a spidey sense. You could get some type of feeling literally in your body and not know what it is, but you know it's not normal. And it's something that you don't experience around people on a normal basis. And this is super important, because if you start to ignore that, which is your defense mechanism, then you put yourself in harm's way. It's just getting a feeling, oh, I shouldn't go to this place today. It's even further than that. You start to get a feeling. So about like 7 years ago, I was with somebody who told me that they were bipolar, and that's perfectly fine. That was my choice to go further than the first date. But within a short period of time, I started to feel this heaviness in my chest. Only when I was around her, never anywhere else, and I've never felt this before. So this heaviness in my chest, the way I described it was like I felt like I have a brick in my heart. It's like there's this heaviness and density, but I've never felt this before. But I was just like, I'll figure it out sooner or later. And then once the person who still was on meds, but might have not taken them for that point of time, start to shift into their manic stage, and then stuff started to go downhill, it's like, okay, the person seemed, whatever you want to call that word, normal. But then when things start to shift, it's like, oh, my body was warning me. Same thing with the narcissist. Once, noticing all the lies and the love bombing, and it's like, this is extreme, this is not normal. It's like once I let that person get a little bit closer to me, where there was a possibility of being more than friends, all of a sudden my body started to warn me, like almost like a spidey sense of like vibrating all over the place. And I was like, oh wow, I remember this feeling, not exactly this feeling, but a similar feeling years ago. And that was, my body was warning me that this person is inherently dangerous. So this time I listened to it. I didn't just push it aside, because this was really extreme. The person who I was with, who was bipolar, I felt that heaviness in my heart. But this person who was a covert narcissist, well, more of a grandiose, but they don't want anybody knowing, because it's a female. It's a little bit different how they play, right? It's like everything in my body was just like sirens everywhere. I was like, wow, okay, I got to listen to this, because my body's warning me. Last time I didn't listen to it, this is what happened. And it was 100% right. So when you feel something, and it's something that you don't feel around anybody else, and you've never felt around other people when dating or in a relationship, listen to those feelings. Our mind could easily find ways to redirect things or ignore things or bypass things, because you like that person. So you make excuses for them, which helps them, but it doesn't help you. But when you start to feel things physically, and that person didn't do anything wrong yet, this is your intuition warning you. And it's like, if you don't want to repeat this type of trauma over and over with these toxic relationships, you have to listen to that intuition, because it's your body's defense mechanism warning you that you're in inherent danger and to get the hell out of there.